Hey, Matt Morris, welcome to the Unemployed Millionaire Show. Welcome to part 4 of how to distinguish between an amateur and a professional in network marketing. I'm coming to you from Johannesburg, South Africa. We're about to kick off a sold out event here. Super excited. And, here's what I want to talk about today. All has to do with attrition. And this is one of those necessary evils, if you will, in network marketing. Is there are people that are going to quit your business, and it's almost a little bit harder when you're brand new and you have a team of 3 or 4 people, and 1 or 2 or 3 quit. You're like, oh my gosh, people quit, and you get all worried about that. And, listen, I've been able over the last 5.5 years, my organization, we've put in over 600,000 people in just over 5.5 years. It's been huge growth. And every week, last week, had about 10,000, 11,000 people join my organization. And last week alone, I had a few thousand people quit. I don't know how many it was, 2,000, 3,000, whatever it was, but there's a percentage of people that quit. And as you grow and get bigger and bigger and bigger, you're just going to have people quit. And every network marketing company in the history of the world has a lot of people quit. In fact, when I owned a network marketing company, I hired the #1 retention firm in our profession. And what they told me is the average retention rate from year to year is about 20%. That means about 80% of the people from year to a year later, they're going to quit the business. And so what an amateur does is they stress out over it. And they're constantly calling the people who quit their team and saying, oh, you need to come back, and trying to resell people. And I'm going to give you a quick piece of advice here. It's way easier to give birth than it is to resurrect the dead. Okay, there are people who, and I've seen this in my company as well. We have a report when people cancel. You can go in your back office and you can see this report, and you can go, and I have people that call everyone who canceled on their team, and they call all those people trying to get them to come back, trying to save the business. And obviously we want to have great retention, and the less attrition the better, but it's the nature of the beast. What they're trying to do by calling all those people is try and resurrect the dead rather than go recruit some new people. And so, my recommendation is, as a professional, you stay in production mode, and you just realize this: the people who quit, they just couldn't stay. The people who stay, they just couldn't quit. So you focus on the ones who stay. Focus on them, not the ones who are quitting. Focus on the ones who stay, the ones who are building. You want to spend the majority of your time with the people who are taking action, almost all of your time with the people who are taking action. And realize this: I was in Amway. My first 2 years in network marketing, I was in Amway, and it was the greatest learning experience of my life. I never made any money those 2 years, but the experience made me a millionaire, I believe. I wouldn't trade it for anything. And what I heard, and I never verified any of this, but the story that I was always told is that the founders of Amway, Rich DeVos and Jay Van Andel, icons, legends in our profession, we're all amazingly grateful for them, but they personally recruited about 500 people. 500. Now guess how many quit? 495 quit. So all of Amway, last year, I believe they did $11.8 billion. So $11.8 billion came through 5 people. So here's my message to you. Don't worry about the people who are quitting. Don't worry, but just spend your time with the people who are staying. Stay in production mode, because you don't need a ton. If you look at most top leaders, most $1-million earners in network marketing, the majority of their income came from 2 or 3 people. 2 or 3 people led the majority. And if I look at my organization, I've enrolled about 200 people, and most of those, more than half of those 200 have actually quit or not doing anything at all. It's a small handful. So when I find someone who's a leader who wants to go to work, guess what? I pour energy into them. That's what you need to do. Don't worry about the quitters. Focus on the winners. Thanks. Hopefully this added some value. If you feel like it can help some others, definitely share it around, tag some others in the post. Make sure you're a fan of my Facebook page, facebook.com/the unemployed millionaire, and hop over to mattmorris.com and put in your name and email address to subscribe to my newsletter, and you'll get these in your email box every week. Thanks so much. Go make life an adventure.